Rice. I've got two children here at the Caledonia School District. It's very apparent here by all of the parents that have spoken that this board and the school district is failing. More importantly, I came here to talk about critical race theory. This theory was never meant to be brought into grade schools, high schools, at all. It's actually taught in the collegiate atmosphere, and more importantly, the legal portion of the collegiate atmosphere, to see different laws through the lens of race, from an ethics and an ethical standpoint, right? Not for grade schools and high schoolers. The problem with bringing it to high school and grade school level is that we don't have the educators to properly teach these kids. Instead, they're using it as their own agenda to indoctrinate the kids to hate each other. And whether you believe that to be true or not, the reality is that's what's happening. Critical race theory is teaching that white people are bad. That's not true. That would teach my daughter that her mother is evil. You already have an educator within your staff that has pulled my daughter aside and said, well, you're a minority, so you know better than to engage in certain things.
Wow.
Whoa.
When I was brought to the school's attention, nothing happened to the educator. Instead, my daughter was brought in, and she was ridiculed. So my question is now, with critical race theory being brought in, what is your criteria to educate the educators? And who are you to educate my children, or any of our children, in life issues? That's our job.
Yes.
Your job is to teach them math and science. Our job is to teach them about life. I believe racial issues and tensions across the U.S. are nowhere near what they used to be decades ago. Do we have a long way to go? Sure. Do we still have individuals out there that need to be taught? Absolutely. But I believe the people here don't look at me as a black man. They look at me as a man standing in front of you addressing an issue that we all are very passionate about.
That's right.
Okay, so you heard that, you saw that. I have the definition of critical race theory right here on the screen. Critical race theory, CRT, and this is not my definition. You can Google it. Okay? It says, intellectual movement and loosely organized framework of legal analysis based on the premise. Here's the premise. Race is not a natural biologically grounded feature of physically distant subgroup of human being, but here is what race is: a socially construct, culturally invented category that is used to oppress and exploit people of color. That's what race is, according to the critical race theorist. Critical race theorists hold that the law and legal institution in the United States, greatest country on in this face of heaven, are inherently racist insofar as they function to create and maintain social, economic, and political inequality between white and non-white, especially African American. You can ask LeBron James. He probably thinks the same way. Man is making hundreds of millions of dollars, but somehow he's oppressed. So here's the definition of critical race theory right there on the screen. Okay, so let's go back to the video here. So we have another parent, and this is a great thing. More parents are waking up and actually paying attention to what's going on in their school district. So we have a parent here talking or opposing the critical race theory evil ideology. Okay, what's very specific about this parent, and the reason why I'm making this video is because the parent, the dad here, he is talking about something very important. His situation is a little bit different. So his wife is a white lady. Okay? And we just read the definition of critical race theory. So he's a black man, married a white lady. I assume they are married. And they have kids. So imagine teaching a kid that her mom, he was talking about his daughter, her mom is an oppressor. So her mom is oppressing not only her, the kid, but her dad. Okay, can you see how evil those people are? You're telling a kid you are a minority. So obviously the kid might, it's probably light skin. And you are teaching that kid that her mom is an oppressor. Her mom is evil. She is an oppressor and she is bad. She's a bad person because she is white and she has a white skin. That's the mom. Okay. Can you imagine the type of discomfort, the type of destruction you are bringing up, and you are basically forcing that girl into because of the color of her mom's skin? That's what critical theory does. Okay, that's what critical theory does. This has to be stopped.